Death runs in the family. Let's talk about Final Destination Bloodlines. Plagued by a violent and recurring nightmare, a college student heads back home to track down the one person who could be able to break this cycle of death and save her family from this demise that awaits them. And with this film, it reignites the Final Destination franchise, and it does so in a great way. With this film, we get Caitlin Santa Juana as the main girl, as the main character, and she was great in this film. She definitely stood out. As I got to say, she was probably one of the best main characters in this franchise. Like, with this film, it makes you care for the family, care for the characters, from the brother, from the cousins, especially Richard Herman, as he played one of the cousins, and he was a standout in this film. And with this film, there was the last performance by Tony Todd, who plays the mysterious mortician William Bloodworth, and he gave a phenomenal, powerful performance in this, as in a way, this is his goodbye to the fans, as he sadly passed away before this film was released. Like I mentioned, he gave a super powerful performance in this, and it is sad that he is no longer with us. And with this film, it is just like how the Final Destination films are. It has its gruesome moments, its gory moments, its brutal moments, and with this film, it does kick it up a notch. The deaths in this film is almost as gruesome as the second film was. I still think the second film has the best gruesome deaths, but with this film, it is up there. And another thing with this film is that it continues to do something new with the Final Destination stuff, mixing what we saw in the other ones on how you can seat death and doing its own thing with that, and I do think it did that perfectly well. Like I mentioned before, with this film, I do believe it reignites the Final Destination franchise in a good way, as we get great characters, super gruesome deaths, and a great story, adds more to the lore, and it does show how death works in mysterious ways. Do not mess with death. Minor flaw is that I think they could have done a bit more with the characters, because with these characters, they're very likable and you want to spend more time with them. But other than that, this was a great Final Destination film, and I hope that they do more Final Destination films in the future. It was a good way to reintroduce the franchise, reignite the franchise, and it was a fun film to watch. But have you seen Final Destination Bloodlines? If so, what are your thoughts on it? Let me know in the comments below and follow me for more.